music said, make we talk something we never talked before. Today, we are going to talk something we never talked before. Laide is in the house. Laide had lived all her life that I know of in Fela's house. She was there at the beginning when they were arresting Fela for underage girls. She was one of those. She was there all through. She got all the beatings that Fela got. She was there when he was burned down. She's in the house. It is Kalakuta Chronicles today on iGroup Radio. I'm in the studio with my producer, Dr. Shine. My name is Mallam Abdul Okwechime. Welcome to another day of Kalakuta Chronicles on iGroup. God, last Kalakuta show. As the music was playing, Laide was dancing. From her reaction, let's start today by asking her, Laide, where were you on that day when Kalakuta show happened? When Fela said the police that came, them hire axe, they break cutlass, they scatter the place. Please relive that experience to us.
Thank you very much, Abdul. It's a very good thing you are remembering me, all what has happened to me in my life. I love narrating it to people because all these children that are growing nowadays, they don't know the suffer that a lot of people have suffered before getting to this point. At this junction, the question you asked me is, where was I?
On the day of Kalakuta show.
Kalakuta show. I was right in Fela's house at the 14A Agegemuto Road. Yes.
How did it happen?
We came back from the shrine on Saturday morning. That was
Friday night
stroke. Yeah, this night stroke Saturday morning. So we came back. As we came back, there was a girl amongst us. Her name was Laide. Yes. It's because of her the Kalakuta regime came.
What happened? Tell us details.
Yeah, Laide happens to be one of the big men's children. Most of us are from prominent families.
Yes.
Most of us from with Fela, we are from prominent families. So Laide was amongst us, and the father wanted to take her at all costs. He's been trying everything. He's been trying everything, coming to the shrine, trying to pick her, doing everything. So on this very day, he just went and introduced police people to the house. And they all came with their baskets and their guns and their cutlass and their everything. And they started the raiding.
But did they eventually take the Fela away?
They couldn't. Fela doesn't release anybody except if you want to go out. There's freedom in Fela's house.
Of course, yes.
Yes. So it's the freedom that everybody is enjoying in Fela's house. That's why nobody wants to live there. So on that fateful day, Laide never wanted to go. So all of us were all packed to Alagbo by the then Inspector General of Police, Sunday Adewusi.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, that reminds me. You said there was so much freedom in Fela's house. That was the attraction.
Too many freedom, my brother. Too many freedom.
So, was that the reason you left your home to go there?
My brother, you know what?
Yes.
You want to know me?
Yes.
You want to know me?
Yes, please.
Yeah, I'll tell you who I am.
Yes.
I'm Laide Babayale. I'm from Ijebu-Ode, from the family of late Chief Alhaji S.O. Babayale, and my mother is Alhaja Adini, Chief Adini, Arowosha Adini of the whole Central Mosque that you people don't know about. All of you are in the music line. Your music might be African, your music might be European, but you are still in music line. So I am enjoying Fela's music, and I want to stay with Fela. I don't want to go home. Yes. They now begged Fela that Fela should please just take me home. That my father should just see me. Fela now agreed. That's okay. He will take me home. So I think about the following day, we were coming out. We went out.
Yeah.
We were coming back from Gondola. We were coming back from Gondola or somewhere. Fela now said, we are branching my parents' house. When we got there around after 12, they were all sleeping. Fela was hanging bead on his neck then, which was sounding pro, pro, pro. So wherever he is, you will hear the sound. Yes. So on getting there, I showed him. And I said, okay. He knocked. As he knocked, my father opened the window. When he opened the window and he saw it was Fela, hey! Everybody in the house they were all panicking. That what happened? This, that. So we all went in. About 40 people went into my parents' house. Both dancers, singers, musicians, road boys, and all of us, as we used to pack ourselves.
Both of clubs, I remember.
Exactly. So we all went in, and when I was telling them that he saw their message, that this is their daughter. Is she ready to stay with them, or what is going to happen? And I said, they are not going to do anything for me, that I should just stay with them. And I said, okay, Laide, stay with your parents. If you see anyhow they treat you, then you can decide. So I had to stay behind that night. But that night, immediately Fela left, my parents called on somebody from upstairs.
Your neighbor?
My neighbor upstairs. Asked her to come downstairs. They bought a packet of blade. Started from my head. Shaved all my head, shaved all my armpits, shaved all my private parts, every part of my body, they shaved them. That was where I got annoyed. I said, so Fela brought me home for you people to come and do all this to me? Is that it? Then it was 8301835678. We were using 90. Yes. So the following day, I just called that number. Fela, you know what happened? They have scraped every part of my body. There's no more ear in my body. There's nothing in my body. Everything they have, they have abused me a lot. Fela said, is that what happened? I said, yes. And I said, okay. That was where Fela got annoyed. That he took you home for them to go and abuse you.
Does he like hair? No, that's just...
Fela loves hair.
So
but he doesn't like artificial.
Okay.
No artificial.
No, he likes to see hair in those places.
Exactly.
Okay.
That's what he plays with.
Yeah, okay. Really angry. Was angry.
That was where he sent buses to be parading my house. LA 360, LA 361. They were parading my house. Anyone that I see, I should enter it and come back. That was how I went back to Fela. And the last catching my father did, that he never, said, no one again. This was when we were going to play at Havana.
Okay, bad.
So when I got the hint that my people are around, you know, scouting for me. As they were doing amebo for my parents,
yes.
So they were doing amebo for Fela too.
Yes.
You know? So as everything was going on, Fela was hearing. So Fela said, Laide, don't go.
Don't go to the Havana.
Havana. Just stay in the house.
Havana used to be the biggest student carnival in Nigeria in those days. It was organized by the University of Lagos Student Union. And the big bands played on that platform. Anybody that was anybody appeared on that platform. It was an annual West African carnival. So you didn't go to Havana that year?
Fela asked me not to go to Havana. But you know, as an outgoing person, as Fela left, the other people in the house, we gathered ourselves, we wanted to go out. Although my head has been shaven, all parts of my body has been shaven, then I had to dress like a man, like an Isaac case.
Okay.
So I was with a trouser, with a man shirt. Then I had a cap on me, not knowing my father would still recognize me. Just for us to go out and enjoy. On our way going, we came out from the compound, 14A Adegemuto Road. We were about crossing to the other side to go and take the car we are taking out. That was where the person just hooked my hand. I just saw the person hooked my hand. Oh, when I hooked, I said, oh, this man. Okay. But I immediately he hooked my hand. The boys just came and they just carried me. With all my trousers, with all my... And those boys who were going, nobody could do anything.
Yes, sir.
Of course. Because my father was already with my birth certificate in his pocket. And then there used to be police checkpoint at that junction before the bridge. So as they were carrying me, and I was shaking all my leg and every part of my body, the police now stopped them. What's the problem? My father said, this is my daughter. I picked her from Fela's house. The police said, do you have any identification? I said, no, it's my father. I told them, I said, it's my father. So they now said, okay. And so then they do. I know they won't go to their father's house. And so, I know we don't know what Fela they do them. We don't know what Fela they give them chop. They don't want to go home. And so we go. So when we got to, my father said, you are very lucky. If you had told those policemen that I am not your father, look, this is your birth certificate, I would have just thrown it and disowned you. So I am happy today that my father never disowned me.
Yes, so
till he died.
Till he died. So that was the last time he ever came for you?
He ever came for me.
Because after that you ran back by yourself, or Fela came back?
No. You know, that was not the last time. Oh. The last time was in Professor Likoye Ransom Kuti's house. Hey, plenty. My father, hey, Babayale, what do we call them? Our colonial mentalities. They won't believe it.
On Lagidi way.
Yes.
And you know that Lagidi thing.
Agidi tèmi ni pé.
Agidi ẹ ló jẹ́ kí Fela mọ̀. Have you forgotten? You told us the story how Fela met you because you were strong-headed.
That's how we are. Èmi kan ṣoṣo nínú ọmọ mẹ́rin tí bàbá mi bí. Èmi èmi nìkan ṣoṣo náà ni. All other ones are all over the world. Èmi náà ni mo dúró sí Naija. I must make it in Naija.
So were there times in Kalakuta that you thought, I for not come here? Or...
Láyé, I have never up till today, I have never regretted going to Fela because, I swear, my brother, who never knew Fela, never knew anything in his life. Laide. If you never know Fela, the way I, Laide, know Fela, you never know anything in your life. I know Fela from head to toe.
Oh, yeah, me. Hey, I was telling them one of the stories of how I met Fela at the bathroom when I wanted to grant interview. You were one of those sitting in that bathroom that day. You might not remember. Fela was sitting on the potty, shitting.
Fela never had any secrets.
You were holding the board that has not lit. And somebody was holding the mirror.
Abdul,
yes.
Let me tell you something. Fela never had any secret in his life. And I, Laide, I have no secret in my life up to this moment. There's nothing I'm hiding from anybody because I'm not an armed robber. I am not a thief. I am not a killer. I am not nobody. I'm not a drug peddler. I am just myself, a freedom person. Like we are in the Freedom Park. That's why I come. If it's not Freedom Park, look at a lion building there. Next door to us. I am a freedom woman. I love my freedom, and that's the way I teach my children. I give them their freedom. Yes. One of my daughters is working with the governor. Yes.
Which of the bathroom, which of the police really paid you past? Which one they beat you? So
All.
They beat you well.
All. She na Kalakuta rating. Abi na which one?
Expensive shit.
Expensive shit. Abi na bonbon.
Now you dey sweet them pass.
Exactly. None of the rating that I was not present. Except when I had my first daughter. You understand? Yesterday, that was when I went home to go and take care, very good care, because I was the first person to give birth in Fela's house. I was the first person to give birth to any child in Fela's house.
Where is Yetunde now?
Yetunde is living. She's doing fine.
Thank God.
Forget about that.
Another chapter. Laide in the house. We pause to play some music. We want to play this from Mr. Follow. Nice music. Nice bass line. Nice horns. Mr. Follow.
That follow.
Yes.
Is something that comes from us.
Yes.
You know, when Fela wants to make music,
yes. Play it at the background.
When Fela wants to make music, he makes it from people around him, from what is surrounding him. Fela said I was doing follow. You know, follow, Mr. Follow, make you know, make you open eye, follow. You know, yes. When we were in the room, Fela said, you are a follow. You are following this, you are following that. Do your own thing. You know? So follow is part of me. That was what Fela made me to understand that I should not follow. I should not follow anybody. I will not mention name. That was my senior in school. You know? So Fela said, you are following so person. Stop doing follow. Stop doing follow. He was telling me in the room. I said, okay, Fela. I do my own thing too.
Luckily, he was telling you in the room. Nice place to tell you.
Oh,
Follows playing now. We'll be back to talk more with Auntie Laide. Don't go away.
the music legend, the one and only man who God put in our midst, and people never know the worth until he died. Whenever Fela is in anywhere, whether he is eating, whether he is driving, whether Fela is with a woman in the room, Fela will be eating music in his mouth.
Oh my God. Yes.
With his paper and his biro. Fela is always with his paper and his biro. And he will be writing the shorthand. He's a very good shorthand man. Fela is very good in everything. Everything I never think of. There's nothing that Fela has done that is wrong, unless if you don't know Fela. Fela was he was a messiah, which Nigeria never had. If we had had Fela during his time when he was making young African pioneers, Nigeria would have changed.